So in this video, I'm going to sound deaden the back wall and then add a amp rack to this existing platform. So for this back panel piece, you got a clip here, a few clips here, here, some down here, and then a few over there. So fairly easy to remove, just pry it off. Alright, I finished sound deadening the back wall. I added some closed cell foam to it just so that it looks nicer, because in the summertime, you know, this goo stuff is going to melt. So yeah, the foam is just for appearance. It's not really going to do much in terms of sound quality, but I thought it looked nicer. Anyways, next I'm going to install a amp rack on this existing middle bracket, and then I also have a JL Fix 82 that I want to install on this little bracket here. For installing the amp rack on this, I had to bend these pieces here. See, these were bent forward, and I think actually these were bent forward as well. So to get a better flat surface to install the rack, I just bent those back as best I could. It's pretty thin metal, so it's not too hard to bend back. But I'm gonna be using this hole, and I think it was these two over here for mounting the rack. And I'll show you what I did here. So here's my Fix 82 that I'm installing there. I have a little rack on top this little piece here. The reason why I did this and did not attach it directly to this metal piece, just so that there's no noise in the system. It's best to not attach the metal housing to straight metal on the car. Just, try to separate it by wood or some plastic. So that's what I did. That it's going to attach here in these two holes there. It should fit right in there. And then for my other amp, here I have just almost like a 1/4 inch plastic board here. And all I did was I mounted the amp on there. See, 4 screws right there. And then I drilled in those holes to mount on that metal bracket. So I'm gonna attach this, attach that, and wired it up. Alright, there it is. So this one's attached. And then there's that. Now it's kind of tough because I had to hold the nut on the other side of this and screw it in. This one was probably the hardest one because there wasn't much room for my hand to go out there, go behind it. There's probably an easier way of doing this. But yeah, this is how I did it. So I already did all the wiring. Now it goes this side of the amp. And I run the wires inside here, underneath the trim here. These pop out. And then just take the glove box out, very easy to do, and then run the wires beyond here. You can feed the wires through this side up into the wiring harness, if that's where you connect your speakers to. So I'll probably show a video of taking this apart and showing you the wiring harness and how I did mine.